Hey guys, TM Pokemon here, and today we have a brand new video where we are talking about Gen 9 Pokemon Scarlet and Violet potential leaks. Now, these aren't confirmed, so I cannot confirm any of these. I cannot say these are 100% true, but we're still going to talk about it and speculate. Now, right below me is a tweet from SV Guy where he claims that there are new dual typings. There's a fire grass type, which some people think could be Fuecoco. Personally, I don't think so. I don't think they would overlap two starter typings in a starter line, but it does have the potential to be it, so it could be. You never know. And then he claims that there's a Poison Steel Vidalian Bronzor Bronzong. So he's saying Vidal is the name of the region, I believe. And then Bronzor Bronzong being Poison Steel. That would be interesting. I think that would be a really interesting typing. I would want to see how that would work and how that would look. Couldn't find anybody that made really an art that really, just displayed that, unfortunately, but it's okay. We do have an art here for this Vanillite, which SV Kai claims is getting a fire and ice variant, which would be very interesting in my opinion. That sounds like a very, I love ice and fire. I love just combining types that are polar opposites. I really like that. So I think that this would be a really cool looking Pokemon. And here's a good example of it right here. Artist link in the description. And then we'll go into this longer leak on the right side of your screen here. And I'll start off with, first of all, feel free to believe me or not, but as a Pokemon fan, I thought you would like to know this stuff. So first off, this person doesn't claim that they, see any regional variants or anything, but we're still going to talk about, he claims that he works for the trailer and he's getting ready for the next trailer and he wants to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Here we go. He says, I don't know much. Don't ask me legendaries, new typings, fully explanation about the new gimmick, or even if there's going to be a new evolution. I only know a few things, and that's going to be shown in the trailer, and there it goes. So this is going to be really easy to prove if it's right or wrong, because once this trailer that he's talking about comes out, we'll know if he's lying or not. So let's start off. Regent's name is Luisa, probably based on luso, referring to Portuguese people, and luz, light in Portuguese and Spanish. So, right off the bat, if let's say this person on the right is right, then the person on the left is wrong because they have different names for the region, which is interesting. It says that the new professor is called Clave, based on claveles, I believe that's it, Spanish national flowers. Clave is also key, and he says that he doesn't know if that has some meaning to it. Says that there's 5 new Pokemon. A rat that looks like a Rattata's cousin with huge fangs, normal type Fanarato, that evolves into a bigger purple and brown rat with like a mask on its face, normal poison, based on the Spanish flu, Ratensa. So this is interesting because Fanarato, first of all, this sounds like a pretty cool Pokemon, but this is something that would come in the first trailer, most likely, is our Route 1 rodent. I feel like that's something that they would announce in the first trailer, so this is a possibility of being true. This person claims that they work and they help with the trailers. This would be something that they would see in the trailer. So let's go on to the next part that they say. A little Minotaur type of thing, fairy type, that looks like a monster from the movie Pan's Labyrinth. And so, Hadon, I believe is the name he says that it is. A Minotaur Pokemon is something we're almost expecting at this point. We don't know if it's going to be a Taurus variant or evolution. Maybe this is a baby that's just completely unrelated to Taurus, and it evolves into a big Minotaur Pokemon, and we're not going to get any Taurus regional. But this does sound like a very potentially, like a Pokemon we would see in these games, and a Pokemon that you most likely could see in the first trailer. So let's go on to the next one. It's a turtle, water/grass, just a turtle. And then Maruto. A turtle Pokemon would make sense. It's just again, a Pokemon that you would see on Route 1 and would be announced this early, and in a trailer this early. So that would be very cool. I would like to see that. Cannot wait, by the way, for any of these new Pokemon to be announced. And then we got a flying type based on the Accord, a huge bird that gives the name to a Portuguese archaeologist. I don't know how to say that word. Can't really remember the name. So I can't remember the name of this Pokemon, but there's a bird Pokemon. A bird Pokemon would make sense because obviously bird Pokemon, Route 1, you always get one, and it would just make sense that it would be in the first trailer. Now, he goes on to say the new gimmick is hinted, just hinted, and it has something to do with the crystal from the Japanese logo. It feels like it's adding a secondary type to moves. Now, this is interesting because people are claiming, oh, this crystal, by the way, the crystal in the Japanese logo, it usually, stuff that's in the Japanese logo, like these little, little hints at stuff that's coming in the game, the new gimmick, like Mega Evolution, and stuff like that. We've gotten a couple of them, and in this case, it's a little crystal, and this person's claiming that it's going to add a secondary type to moves, which is interesting because that would be a big change. But most people are claiming that this thing is going to add a third type to Pokemon. I think this makes more sense because adding a third type to Pokemon would make the game a little bit more complex, and you got to remember that some of Pokemon's target audience is younger kids, and adding a type would make the game way more complex. So he says that there's no mention to new regional forms, no mention to legendaries, but the trailer ends with a huge black bird flying across the sky, reference to Ho-Oh on the first episode of the anime, question mark, in parentheses. So he claims that in the first trailer you don't see any new regional forms, which would make sense. I think they would save that for a little bit more. I think that would be its own trailer. But the bird flying across the sky is interesting because that could either be a legendary. I mean, we still haven't gotten the box arts, and we're probably going to get the box arts within the next couple months, probably May, June time, I would say. And then this reference could either be referring to the third legendary in the trio, it could be referring to a new variant, it could be a lot of things. So comment down below what you guys think these leaks could mean, and if there's any truth to them. To be honest, I mean, the rat Pokemon seems like a little bit like it could very much happen. I think that it would be a common thing to get a rat rodent, and I think that it being in the first trailer would make a lot of sense. So I would believe the one on the right, on the right side of the screen, way more than on this right below me. In my opinion, it just sounds like it's a little bit more in depth, but we will see with that first trailer. We'll know which one of them is lying or not lying. So comment down below your opinions. What do you think is coming, and what do you want to come? What Pokemon do you want to get new regionals, and what typings do you want to see? I think a Poison Steel type would be amazing. So this Bronzong would be really cool. I think that would be a cool addition. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.